this fight. What the fudge? I didn't think Adam Saleh lost. I mean, it was too close. I don't like it. I don't like the idea of it. But we'll see what my man Nate has to say. Nate Wyatt, Nate Diaz, Nate Spaghetti Legs. I don't know. Let's just see what he has to say.
Oh, yes, we are back. And yes, I am here to break down I forgot the fucking name of the event. Listen, it's not my fault this thing was terribly promoted and you had to transfer your money through some kind of coin cow swap or cocoa bean or whatever the fuck it was just to watch this fight. But it did go down and it featured two names that are somewhat big names in the YouTube boxing scene, Adam Saleh and Slim. Adam Saleh took on Walid, I don't know how to say his name, Sharks. And then Slim fought a guy that looked like Sean O'Malley if you ordered him off of Wish or some third-party website, then slapped some Joker tattoos on him. I don't know who that dude was. And while Slim looked in shape, he looked ready to go for the fight, looked like he took it seriously. Adam, on the other hand, looked a little soft. He didn't look as fit as he did the first time we saw him, and just wasn't as trim. And speaking of trims, I'd like to introduce the sponsor for today's video, Manscaped. They got always a spaceship. And after a successful keep everything downstairs dry and comfortable and free shipping. So let's get into it. Adam Saleh versus Walid Sharks. Why it was not a draw. Was there some fishy stuff going on? And who actually won this fight? The breakdown. Let's go. The first round, Adam comes out like an absolute bat out of hell. The first punch of the fight, Adam comes out with a massive overhand.
Adam Saleh did good, in my personal opinion. He did good in the fight, but it was the later rounds where Adam Saleh started to lose me. Because, like, after a little bit, Adam Saleh wasn't as precise as he should have been. That's what he should have been, more precise and less of just the over-aggressor. That was my problem. That's what I said last night, or I said overextended, or he was too aggressive throughout the fight, in my personal opinion. He was just way too over-aggressive, in my personal opinion. If he wasn't so over-aggressive, I would have been fine, but no, he was way too over-aggressive for my taste.
Right, and it lands on Walid. I don't think he expected Adam to come forward and really put that pressure on him that early. Watching Adam in those first 2 or 3 exchanges, there was a clear strategy. He was going to try to get Walid Sharks out of there early. Adam came forward, he was winging shots, throwing big-time overhands. But Walid Sharks is showing great poise for a 17-year-old in that environment. He did show that he belonged in there because he ate some big-time shots in that first round, and he had some success. There were times where he did come forward and put Adam on the ropes. And while shots weren't always landing in those positions, yeah, he would rake the body and try to come upstairs, but Adam was doing a good job blocking a lot of those shots by shelling up. But as we do move through the round, outside of Walid pushing Adam up on the ropes and landing to the body a couple shots here and there. A nice left hook he threw sometime in the first round as well. You started to see the more clear and decisive shots, even with this shitty-ass camera work. What the f*** are you doing, Social Knockout? More like Social Sunday because you're just showing fucking people in the crowd drinking Mai Tais and clapping. Are we at a boxing match or happy hour? Show the fucking fight. As that round went on, Walid continued to get touched with that overhand right. Adam wasn't throwing it straight down the pipe. He was jabbing to the body with the overhand behind it. Yes, they were wild in nature, but they did land more and more cleanly than a lot of what Walid threw and landed in the first round. This was a close round, but I do think Adam's aggression early on, I think his ability to land shots continuously, not necessarily in combination, but continuously throughout the round. While it did have success, but as the round ended, I definitely went Adam's way. A close round, but I do give Adam the first. So as we come out for the second, I don't know if Walid sensed that he might have been down in that first round, but the tempo switched. He was now on offense. He wanted to come out firing on Adam, throwing.
He really did. Bro just went for bro. Bro was not playing around when it came to that second round. The last few rounds, he was just going at it. If you could tell that the desperation started to kick in, but you could tell that he just refused to lose. That's what I like about him comparing to the other guy that fought Slim, because you see he was nervous with every amount of it. Everything felt like he was nervous. I didn't really think he was ready for a fight. I think that he thought Slim was going to be very different. I think he thought he could be the aggressor throughout the fight. But he seemed too nervous, in my personal opinion. But this one, it was like if he was nervous, he went away as soon as the second round started.
Big time shots, and that's what happened. I think at this point he started to realize Adam is only throwing the jab overhand right when we're at distance. And we've talked about this many times, how Your biggest weapon sometimes is also your biggest weakness. You watch Adam throw his big overhand right, and it takes a lot of energy out of him. He was loading that right hand up like I load up a baked potato beside a New York strip. He had everything in that right hand. And because of it and the lack of any kind of creativity, Walid saw what was coming to him, and Adam's gas tank was starting to deplete. Adam allows himself to be on the ropes, and he's trying to rope a dope and maybe take a rest as Walid Sharks is throwing combinations, this time to the body, and as he works upstairs, Adam's not catching everything on the hands this round. Instead, that
I do have to say this. I will say this. With Nissan Gibb versus Taylor Holder, the only reason I bring it up, he may have blocked, and Gibb didn't really get into the what's the name as many times as a lot of people think he did. But this one was definitely, he got in there. I was watching Adam Saleh's story. He was like, I blocked it all. I won the fight and stuff. I was robbed. No, you didn't block it all. Rewatch your fight. I want you to actually see rewatch. Don't look at the clip of the first round. Look at what you did throughout the entire fight. Don't look at clip looking for desperation. No, look at it from both angles. That's the best way you can really tell who won the fight. Look at it from a double angle. Look at it from the viewpoint of you wanting Adam to win versus his opponent to win. It was stupid.
Is splitting through. Adam drops the hands to protect the body. Left hook over the top. And that was one of the biggest moments in that second round. And of course, as the round goes on, they go back and forth. And again, it's a competitive round. By no means did Adam get starched in this second round at all. He had some moments as well. He had a great left hook off the break. Had a straight right hand that clipped Walid coming in, and had it landed more cleanly, we might have seen someone eat the canvas. So I did give Walid Sharks the second round. I thought he landed more. I thought he threw more. His output was there. The pressure was there. It was almost like Walid on the back foot in the first round, maybe a little nervous, maybe just trying to feel out what the power of Adam Saleh was. And once he started to get that timing, once he started to see the rhythm of Adam Saleh, then that second round was his to try to push that pace back and get that round he probably lost in the first one back. So this is a 1-1 fight heading into the third, but you know that little wave we were talking about at the end of the second round where Adam started to kind of take the back steps and Walid Sharks on the front foot was really having more success in little spurts? Well, for me, you could have called it a damn tidal wave because my man Walid Sharks transformed into a fucking megalodon and rode that wave downhill and just ate Adam Saleh alive in this round. It was pretty surprising to see. Adam was, again, getting pinned on the ropes, and it almost seemed like he accepted being there. It was almost like, I'm playing with this kid, nothing's landing. Well, yeah, things were landing. And those shots on the ropes, they might not have hurt Adam in rounds 1 and 2, right? He was shaking his head. He was like, nah, those don't hurt me. Well, in round 3, I know he was trying to emulate Muhammad Ali with the white shorts and the black trim, but he got turned into Adam Knock-Knee because a left hook actually buckles him a tad bit on the ropes as Walid's coming forward, throwing shots. And in this third round, a decisive round, Adam is kind of okay with just letting it happen. And like I said, there are small bursts from Adam, right? There are last gasps here, especially in this third round where he tries to make up some ground, even toward the latter part of the round, but it just wasn't enough because both guys, Adam and Walid, were pretty similarly skilled, right? They were around the same skill level. But, and I say this all the time when we talk about fights, you can weaponize your pace. If you are in better shape than the other guy, when you both have the same technique, but he gets tired first, now you're in the driver's seat. And again, fighters fear fatigue more than they fear any other fighter because you just can't defend yourself and you really start to fall off a cliff. While it is building up and he is landing some big time shots, you hear the announcers trying to tell you what.
He really did. My man's really back. And that's what got me about Adam. Adam should have tried to put him down quicker. Adam should have been a little more on the precise side and less of the loading up big shots. Okay, I did announce he did big shots last night, but he darn sure did waste time with his opponent. He should have been precise with his timing. He shouldn't have just been over aggressive to get a brutal knockout, because that's what it felt like he was going for, a brutal knockout, when he shouldn't have tried to go for that. He should be going for combinations and things to slow him down slowly. Don't just turn up the heat immediately as the fight begins, because that doesn't work for every single thing. You saw it didn't happen so much for you in the first. Okay, then the second round. Okay, if it didn't happen for you in the first round, it didn't help in the second, and then it's stupid.
It's happening even though the camera is doing 360 fucking Modern Warfare 3 no scope camera angles. From what we did see in the third round, Wallet Sharks definitely took that round. So as the fight ends, they go to the judges' scorecard, which, by the way, were never announced as to what the actual scoring numbers were. But the judges apparently come to the conclusion of a majority draw, which is damn near almost fucking impossible. There's literally only two reasons this fight could have been a draw, and that is if someone was given a 10-8 round, which none of those rounds were 10-8s. Yes, Wallet Sharks was the clear winner of the third round. He didn't knock Adam down. He wasn't out on his feet to where the referee needed to come in and give him a standing 8. None of that happened. He had the buckle of Adam's leg for a split second, and you could definitely see that, but it wasn't enough to warrant a 10-8 round, as Adam did have flurries coming back. And the only other scenario would be if one judge gave a round to Adam, one judge gave a round to Wallet, and then a 10-10 round at some point in the boxing match, which is, again, one of the most rare things you will ever see in boxing, a straight 10-10 round. Or a 9-9, and no one got points taken away, so that couldn't fucking happen. So I don't know what the fuck happened with the judges, if they even gave a shit, or if they just said something to a guy, because again, no scorecards were even read off. They were just like, oh, majority draw, yeah, in a 3-round fight where no one got knocked down or no one was penalized. Makes sense. It doesn't change my mind that Wallet Sharks came and wanted to win this fight, and in my opinion did that. Yeah, guys, this was a close fight for 2 rounds. Wallet Sharks pulls it out in the third. Like I said, it's not a great look for Adam, because over those 6 minutes, he didn't have much left at the end of it. His cardio
I will give Adam this. I will always give Adam this. Adam did good when he needed to. The problem is he didn't do it how he should have. I keep saying he should have been, if he wanted to be this aggressive, he should have had moments of being this aggressive throughout the fight instead of trying to go for an easy KO win. I didn't know the age of his opponent. I didn't know the opponent was that much younger than him. I didn't know this. I thought, I'm just thinking that I didn't really care for age until come to find out he's 16. Oh my gosh, my man's like 16 or 17 years old. And he stood up to Adam Saleh. How old was Adam Saleh? What the fudge, Adam? My man's really hurt you. My man's really fought back and did very well to the point where people. Him. I don't want to be mad at Adam, but I'm mad because he could have been a better fighter throughout this entire thing, but he wasn't, and it stinks so bad that he did this bad in the fight. He could have been better, he could have been smarter in the fight, but no, he stuck to that, and now look what happened. A majority draw? No, you weren't, yeah, you're right, you were robbed. You were robbed of a loss. Congratulations, Adam Saleh. You better pray that they don't overturn it, because if they overturn it, if they give you the W, it's rigged as can be, and no one wants to see no fight with you anymore, because I want to support you because I know you have skill to do it. I want to support you. But if dumb stuff like this is gonna be what happens in the career of you, every single fight, because your first fight we didn't have that. Your second fight right here, you did all of this. So that's just my thing. Now let's finish this video.
not hold up. Not even as much as a guy like Wallet Sharks, who said he trained for a month. To be honest, I don't know what Adam should be doing right now. He definitely shouldn't be going and trying to spar KSI after that performance, because if he can't hold up for 6 minutes, when they throw him in there with KSI, and we know KSI is one of the cardio kings in this YouTube shit, it's not going to look good when they get into rounds 3 and 4 if it gets there and they're going 3 minutes per, and KSI is just starting to ramp up. I doubt he makes that trip to London, because that would just be 2 L's stacked on top of each other, and I don't know how much more Tetris Adam Saleh wants to play. Slim also fought. I know that people were wanting me to break this fight down. There wasn't much of a fight to break down. The first thing I noticed was that Slim put on some weight. He's gotten a little bit bigger, right? That will help Slim if he goes and fights some guys that do love that pressure forward, kind of bully you into the corner and throw shots there style. And obviously his opponent, they said he had MMA experience. I call bullshit, unless he meant like the UFC video game.
Yeah, he was too nervous for me. Like the nervous energy he brought was not at all what I was expecting. Like I was expecting, because he was swatting. He was swatting a fly going against Slim, and Slim continued on. I would have called the fight. I would have said, "Ref, he's not ready. Call it off, please." No, and then he celebrated like he was really gassed about it. It's stupid.
There's no chance. And this fight wasn't the most interesting, but his call out after kind of was, because he calls out two people, Gibb and Deji. Again, I don't know if I even want to see Deji fighting at this point until, we see some real commitment to the sport from him, because Slim is committed. He's doing the stuff he needs to do. But the Gibb fight, that one is where things get interesting, because I do think Gibb's pace presents an interesting battle for Slim. Like, what happens when Slim does give up his range? What happens when guys are inside and he has to clinch up, or he has to find a way to dirty box his way out of that clinch? That is something I do want to see. I just haven't seen enough of Slim to know, how he deals with any kind of adversity or any kind of resistance at all, really. Whereas Gibb has gone through the ringer, and what he did to Taylor Holder was very, very impressive. So yeah, I would lean toward Gibb, but I would like to see the fight. It'd be interesting. So like I said there,
I think Gibb wins. I don't think if Deji does, I think Deji would be the powerhouse once again. He would be stronger than him, and I think he could. I think Deji won't have the head movement to really do too much, but I think that he will have the power to beat him if he does it. If they have the fight, the reason I say I don't want to see Deji versus Slim, Deji wins the fight. My biggest thing is I know Deji could win, but Deji doesn't feel like he's gonna do it. I said the same for what's the next? I don't want to see Slim lose, to be honest with you. I don't want to see him lose. I want him to continue on. I don't want that's the thing. I like some of these guys, but then they have beef with other people I like, and I'm like, please don't. I don't want you guys to fight, please, because you guys should be friends right now, trying to get ready for bigger, badder fights. But you guys try to fight each other, and it's so stupid. Because Anissa and Gibb, I think, out pressures Slim when Slim can't hit him for at least a few seconds. I think Gibb wins the fight, and I think even if Adam Saleh really does, because Adam Saleh is a range fighter, and it's proven with everything he did in that fight. He's range, pure range, with power and speed towards it. But if it's not in range, it's not his night. And I'm gonna call it now. He can probably be good on defense. He probably will be, but he probably won't be as good as he needs to be to take on another pressure style better than even his. Adam Saleh, I don't think Adam Saleh wins. And the reason I don't think Adam Saleh wins against KSI is because, I didn't really think he was tired. I didn't take tired as an equator, so that's my fault. I apologize. But I would say because KSI is bigger and he is stronger, and he does have a little more of a determination than Adam Saleh does. Because Adam Saleh seems to be the type to play around too much, or go for more of iconic moments, like brutal knockout type stuff, less than anything else. So that's what I'm kind of sitting with at the moment. So that's my thing about it. But other than that, I don't know, bro. I kind of Anissa and Gibb. I think Anissa and Gibb and KSI wins that if they have a legitimate fight, not just a spar. And he's trying to go out there and spar. When it's supposed to be August 10th, August 6th, or something like that, or is that when the music drops? I don't know. Whenever it happens, I'll be ready. I'll watch it. I'll break it down, even if I have to. If someone else breaks it down, because I probably won't break it down. I'm probably gonna let somebody else break it down. I'm just gonna agree or disagree. With someone who does this on a professional level than me. The guy Slim went against was not ready for a fight, not in any aspect. If you don't care if he said nerves, what you did throughout that fight was worse than Joe Weller, and that's why we count as a standard. Don't fight like Joe, but he did, and it's stupid. I just thought he was gonna be a nice little fight for Slim too. I just thought he was gonna be. I felt stupid letting that one go through, but that's my thing here. Adam Saleh needs a little more help. Adam Saleh really does need a reality check, or Adam Saleh needs an upgrade before fighting KSI. That's my thing right at the moment, and that's how we end in this video.